I was recently interviewed by a journalist who asked me about my journey, just trying to get to know me. And what led me to write 2 novels, produce a feature film, 30 shorts, including my spoken word poetry. You're only 26. What are you trying to prove with all of this? And if something that you produce becomes a hit, will you be satisfied enough to call it quits? I smiled and said, I guess I'm just having a midlife crisis. But now that I write this, I realize that a whole lot of truth was said in jest. So let me take a minute to get this off my chest. You see, I'm no fool to the fact that I have one shot at this. So if you think I'm gonna call it quits and walk away from all of this, you obviously don't know me. And maybe that's a good thing, because I have a tendency to push those closest to me the farthest away. And that's just me being real, because I'd rather die than be fake. And it's not that I don't want friends. I just don't want roadblocks and distractions distracting me from distributing the content I was created to deliver. I met a whole lot of takers. They don't mess with this giver. So let me tell you the truth. And the truth is, for every one person who said I could, 5 more said I couldn't. I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that. And a matter of fact, I took the weight of their hate on my shoulders and back, and I used it as motivation on every project I attacked. You said I couldn't write a novel. I signed this for you. It's my very first paperback. And I don't want your money, bruh, so you can take your paperback. A free copy for the biggest hater I had. And I ain't even mad. Because God knows I would have stopped and walked away from that laptop 1,000 times if I didn't have your discouraging thoughts running through my mind. So you can call it hard work or you can call it the grind. But no, for some it's temporary and for others it's a lifestyle that lasts an entire lifetime. And for this sinner who serves a great God, I want my lifetime of motivated living to be a bright sign. With God, all things are possible. I serve the same God who turned a killer into an apostle. So the last word you'll ever hear me utter is impossible. I want to do everything with excellence in order to exalt my God and be a sweet fragrance in His presence. And if one kid sees my film, reads my books, or watches my vids, and is struck with a sudden sense of inspiration to aspire to be someone who serves to disperse the gospel that saves sinners to salvation, I will know I have made it, because to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ was the only reason I was created. So you can take your idols, your fame, and your money. I'd rather be poor, forgotten, and hungry. And to the world, that's something that makes no sense. But sense is what I'm trying to make of the fact that we tell our kids they were born on accident. Just a byproduct of evolution, Big Bang, imagine it. Textbooks filled with indecisive science bashing Christianity, and we're just passing it right into the hands of the next kid who goes home and lays down on his mattress and wonders what's the point of living if I'm here on accident. And you wonder why I jump on these mics so passionate. Because listen to me, man, you are far from an accident. You were created by a creator who cared to carefully craft you into the creation only He could contrive. That's truth. It's no lie. You are here for a reason, and so am I. And I can still hear the voice from that teacher in junior high who told me I grew up to be a nobody, flipping burgers and selling fries. And every time he clowned me, a part of me died. But every part of me that died came rushing back to life when I became a man and put my focus on Christ. And at age 25, I had done more with my life than he'll ever do if he lives to be 99 times 9. I recently saw him. He couldn't look me in the eye. And that's okay, because kids will be kids, and kids will continue to tell other kids that they can't be the person that God created them to be. So don't listen to them, listen to me. I make these vids for you, I don't make them for me, because I was once a kid who was told he couldn't. But I found out the only thing I couldn't do was wait, to bust down doors and kick down gates. And it's on you to look in the mirror and say the same, because nothing is impossible in Jesus' name. He took this mess and made a message, and now I get 50 plus messages a day from people who have heard my messages. Some say thank you, and others ask for advice. Sometimes I have to pause and wipe my eyes when I realize how God is allowing me to be part of changing lives, because it's then that I'm reminded how He changed mine.